Kirby's Epic Yarn versus Kirby 64. This battle video was suggested by a subscriber named Mr. Oreo Man 12. Now normally I don't do straight out requests, but this subscriber actually took time out of his day and mailed me a letter. I'm not talking about an email, as I get about 100 of those a day, but an actual snail mail letter. It was the first one I had ever received. It was really nice to get it. It was just a big surprise. I decided to go and do this battle video he suggested. Now before I get a ton of snail mail letters from other subscribers, I do want to say this is a one-time thing. Think of it more as a prize for being the first person to think of doing it. But I do want to thank the people who do email me as well. I do get your letters, but it's really hard for me to respond due to the volume I get daily. I do want you to know that I do read everything that people write in my video comments and personal letters. So I thank you for watching and enjoying my videos, even if I can't write you back. So what do you say we do this? I chose the categories for this battle video, and they are graphics, creativity, difficulty, multiplayer, and replayability. Just like always, there will be no ties, and the one who wins at least 3 out of the 5 categories will win the battle. So let's do it. Graphics. Now I'm going to compare the graphics in the time they were released. Kirby 64 had a nice 2.5D effect, and the levels did look very nice. But there is no comparison to the look and feel of Kirby's Epic Yarn. The way Yarn Kirby interacts with the world is amazing. Everything looks fantastic and unique. So Kirby's Epic Yarn wins this one absolutely. Creativity. Both of these titles are very creative in their own way. Kirby 64 gives Kirby the ability to mix different characters' abilities into something new. I love this aspect of the game, and that is one of the major reasons that I still love this game to this day. I just love mixing abilities to see what Kirby's new attack would be. But I do think Kirby's Epic Yarn would win on this one. Because in Kirby 64, it was really more that Kirby was more of the most creative thing they did. The amount of innovation and creativity in the levels and the character designs was fantastic. So I do think Kirby's Epic Yarn will win in this category due to the overall creativity in the whole game. Difficulty. Finally, an easy category. Kirby 64 completely wins this one, for one basic reason. You can actually die in that game. In Kirby's Epic Yarn, you just can't die. No matter how many times you get hit or fall down a hole, the game will keep bringing you back to life. And while that might be great for a younger audience, it does make the title extremely easy to beat. Multiplayer. This one's really difficult. They each have a multiplayer aspect, but they're completely different. Kirby 64 has some really fun multiplayer minigames, but Kirby's Epic Yarn lets you play the entire game with 2 players. And it even has secret things that only 2 players could get to. So the question comes down to which one's more fun, playing multiplayer minigames or playing a whole game with another person. I would have to go with Kirby's Epic Yarn on this one, because for the content alone, Kirby's Epic Yarn has hours of multiplayer content to enjoy. Replayability. I think both of these games are very replayable. They both have really fun levels, but I do think Kirby's Epic Yarn wins on this one, mainly because the objectives and bonuses are better. Normally I don't enjoy doing all the 100% collection, but there was something about the way the levels were designed that made me want to get all the beads and treasures in each level, because they made getting these things not too hard, but not too easy. So the winner is Kirby's Epic Yarn. This title is a modern day classic for the Wii. It's really fun even though it didn't really feel like a Kirby game. But since everybody's telling me that it originally wasn't a Kirby game, and they only added in Kirby's character to boost sales, I guess that kind of makes sense. Now don't get me wrong, I still think Kirby 64 is a great game, but I do think Kirby's Epic Yarn is better, and still is absolutely worth a buy.